Dylan, you son of a bitch. You set us up. This entire cabinet minister, the CIA, the whole deal. You got us in here to get this 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray full movie collector here. But this is a Predator movie. The Hoppers, man, were not downgraded to the 2K Intermediate. They were upscaled alive to 4K. What happened to you, Dylan? You used to be somebody I could trust. Well, Dylan, my men are not expendables. I'm gonna do this kind of downscaling work. It's a native 4K or no 4K. Anyway, let's open up this Predator movie. This is the full movie collection here, and I want to see if this is the very good movie here. It is a Predator. The kind of Predator is this? This is a Predator's. The deep predator. Wait a minute, Dylan. This is the bullshit over here. You cannot have the predator. There's only one predator. What this is this bullshit over here? The predators. Already the Danny Glover was in the Predator too. That is fine. That is fine. But this is the bullshit over here. The predators and the predator. The kind of bullshit is over here. What are you trying to sell us over here? So this is it, Dylan. Just the poster over here. Just gonna give me the poster over here. That this is the no movies in here. The empty box here. This big much of a big box just to get these posters here. That okay, I'll check these posters here. Should I not touch any of these buttons over here? I don't know what to blow up. Okay. All right, Dylan. The Predator. The Predator. This is the original poster for the Predator. I remember 1987, the Predator. I was much younger back there. This is what this is behind. Get to the chopper now! Get to the chopper now! Did the bullshit get? We all get to the chopper now. There will be nobody left alive. Get to the chopper now and drop the cookie. Oh, this is the Danny Glover movie, the Predator 2. This is a very good movie. The Kevin Peter Hall was in here as well. That is fantastic. He was the gentle giant. I love Kevin Peter Hall. He was amazing, amazing human being. This will give a, a, a 20 seconds of silence for the Kevin Peter Hall. Oh, I think this is about the 20 seconds there. This is a lot of cast in here. This is a Predator 2, directed by Stephen Hopkins, and Danny Glover, the Crazy Busey. That was there. Crazy Busey's there. Uh, Bill Paxton. Oh, do we have to give Bill Paxton? We have to give the 20 seconds of the silence to honor the Bill Paxton. Ah, it was the 20 seconds there. Let's see what was this we got over here. Oh, this is the Predators. This is a Predators. This is a Predators. What kind of bullshit movie is this over here? This is not the kind of thing that I want to see. The bunch of Predators hunting the humans and they're putting them in this different planet. With how they know that they can breed on this other planet here. Doesn't make any sense over here. This is the Predators. This is a bullshit movie over here. This is just not that good. What it says over here. Now, let's find a way of this fucking planet. Hold on a second, that I forgot to read the other thing over here. The Danny Glover Predator 2. Want some candy over here? Put down the candy, come on. That is a good over here. Mm. Oh, this is the Predator, the deep Predator. The kind of thing is over here, the deep Predator. You know, the Shane Blake asked me to be in this movie. I said, I already done the Predator. It was the most fantastic movie ever. Then why would I want to do this kind of a crap? But the Terminator is a different thing. The Terminator is a different thing. But there's only one Predator. You can't have multiple Predators. There's only one Predator. I think this is the time now that we open the here. That is a Predator, the 4K collection here. There's a Predator. The best movie here is the Predator. Of course. And they get down over here. You get to the chopper, and you get to the Predator 2. There's a Predator 2 over here. You get over here. You have the Predators. This is the bullshit movie, but it's a good movie to drink the beer. Drink the beer and to watch this movie that is drunk. Yeah. There's another movie over here called Deep Predator. This is another movie you want to get high on the cannabis and then you want to drink some more beer. Then over here, this is my favorite. This is the Blu-ray of the Predator, the Blu-ray Predator that you can watch. This is fantastic. See the two copies of the movie. This is fantastic. You get all the copies of the movie. This is fantastic. The Predator 2, the Predators. This is fantastic in Deep Predator. So you get all the Predators in one Predator. This is fantastic. This is just fantastic. This is amazing over here. So this is the Predator. This is the Predator over here. The full movie collection here. This looks fantastic. This is the best movie over here. The Predator, the first Predator. You shouldn't bother watching all the other Predators. Just watch the first Predator and watch the first Predator over and over again. This is it. The first Predator. See, there's a 4K Ultra HD over here. There's the high dynamic range. Means you get to see the predator much better. Even if he's a camouflage predator, you get to see him much better. So this is the great thing. The great things about the high dynamic range here. You get to see the predator. That's but fantastic. There's the predator, the full movie collection over here. All right, enough of me talking about the Predator. Let me put on my red lights over here. Let's go check out my Oled over here. This is going to be fantastic on the Oled, and we're going to check out the Predator with my Oppo UDP 4K UHD player over here. It's the best 4K player ever. So we're going to go and check this out right now. Does the Hopperman always travel alone? They do. So they always travel alone like a half-ass monkeys in the jungle? They do. Do they always travel in the jungle like a half-ass monkeys? Oh, they do. Why us? Why not use the regular army? So why would you want to use us? Why not the regular army? Dylan! 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 You son of a bitch! Dylan! Dylan! You son of a bitch! What's the matter? The SJW get you pushing too many keyboards, huh? All right, guys. So enough of me impersonating Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm just trying to bring some comedy over here. Now let's get serious. I wanted this video to be entertaining, funny, but at the same time also informative. So now this second part, it's going to be me talking about what I do see in this movie. Now, The Predator and The Die Hard, these are both movies that were filmed and directed by John McTiernan. And John McTiernan loves the grain. You know, he's like a coffee grain. He loves the grain. Uh, Majority of his movies, there's a grain. For the Red October has the grain. The Predator has the grain. The Die Hard has the grain. But listen, it's not kind of a grain that it's muddy, that it's foggy. This is a kind of a grain that you can see through. Like it's very sharp. Like the detail on this movie for such an old movie, it's really really sharp. And I'm gonna go take you to some other scenes in the movie, like in the jungle, and you will see in a minute. Now this is super clean, man. I gotta tell you, there's a sense of I've seen this movie like God knows how many times, and people who are my age, who are 40 years old, I'm sure you've seen this movie like gazillions of times. And to see a movie that's this old since 1987 to be brought back in such a clarity, it's a totally different experience. You know, when you're watching this movie in a 4K HDR, uh, there's a sense of depth. There's a sense of depth of picture. You know, if you watch this movie on a cable, it's like, nah, okay experience. But when you're watching this on an OLED, on an HDR, everything becomes more detailed. You see more. You see things that you didn't see before in the movie. You noticed certain things that you didn't notice in the movie before because it was just not possible for you to see that through VHS or through Laserdisc or through DVD. But here, with a higher bit rate, much better compression of the resolution here, and you got the HDR on top of it, so you get much better picture quality. And then you put it on the OLED, it just looks cleaner. Just looks cleaner. Everything looks more like three dimensional. Same thing here on this scene. See how the characters are more three dimensional. You can see the veins on the Dylan's forearm. You can see the reflection on the Arnold's forehead. Everything has a depth of picture. Like everything looks three dimensional, and this is what 4K HDR does for you. And remember, this is a physical media disc. This is something that you want to collect. This is something, when you buy this movie, it's yours forever. So you will always be able to watch this movie no matter what. And that's why you want to purchase this. But this is like the best version. This 4K HDR version, it's honestly currently right now, this is the best. The ratio, it's almost in full screen. You still have a little bit of those black bars at the top and a little bit at the bottom, but it's still better than having it totally like this, like that. So you guys will appreciate the fact that it's almost a full screen. And I mean, look at this. Look at the detail that you see on the branches, on this tropical rainforest, on his hat, his M16, and the shotgun that he's got there. See, he's got a shotgun and the M16 right there. So it's kind of cool. Attached to it. I don't know if you guys can see it. You see the detail. You see the scratches on the M16 right here. You see all these little tiny details because now you get a much higher bit rate, and you also have a much better color accuracy, and of course high resolution. Yes, this is a 2K to 4K intermediate, but listen, you're still getting a much higher resolution here than what you originally be getting on the 1080p. So it really helps. It even contains that grain. That grain, it's a little bit less muddy than it is on the Blu-ray. Listen, the 4K version is better. It's just better. Then you got even better sound. And when you have a really good TV, like if you have an OLED, like I do, this is where OLED comes in handy for the movies. If you're a movie lover, dude, the OLED is it's really there's nothing else. And this is why I have people say, why you have the OLED? Well, this is exactly the reason why I have the OLED. I have the OLED because of the movie experience. And I love movies just as much as I love video games. That's my passion, movies and video games. This mean anything to you, Dylan? You set this up over here. That is some bullshit over here. It's a booby trap. It's not even a 2K. It's a 1K. That's right. That's what I thought, Dylan. You were never this smart. And I just want you to pay attention to something. Look, you can even see The helicopter that's crashed in the distance. See the propeller from a helicopter? That's the kind of stuff you see in the distance. That's the kind of detail that you see in the distance. Now we can get to the chopper much quicker. I mean, you see things that you normally don't see. You see the detail, like you see the other part of the chopper over here, and you clearly can see that the chopper, propeller being broken into pieces here. Those are the hoppers, man. They were not skinned alive. They were upscaled to 4K. So this is the benefit of having Oppo 4K player, Belkin HDMI cables, and OLED 8 series television. When you have all of these components put together, this is the kind of you're gonna have a much better movie experience, dude. This you will enjoy this movie much better. Even here in this scene, you see more like in depth. You see all these other trees, tropical rainforest trees, not trees, trees. Speak, Mr. 4K. Learn to speak. Trees, tropical rainforest trees in Central America. And you can see, the light reflecting on these plants, these rainforest plants, whatever you want to call them, and then you see the character moving forward. There's just, like I said, if you want to experience Predator, Alien, and 2001: Space Odyssey in a new format, the 4K HDR will do that for you. Like watching 2001: Space Odyssey, it's almost like watching a brand new movie for such an old movie. Watching the Alien felt like almost like watching a brand new movie. Watching the Predator here, it feels like watching a brand new movie. I will review Predator 2, Predators, and The Predator later on. Maybe tomorrow I'll review the rest of those movies. This is just me giving you the unboxing with some comedy and, of course, giving you some first look. But this is the reason why I got the OLED. It's really for the movies. It's not so much for the gaming. Yes, the games looks great on it. They look great on it. They look great on it. But my main reason for buying an OLED was really for the movies, man. It's really for the movies. And I'm sure Luke M. Tech will agree with me on this. Watching movies on OLED, it's a different ball game, dude. How do I know this? I know this because I have all these televisions. I have QLED, I have OLED, I have Sony X900E, I have KSA 1000, so I know the difference because I see it. I can see the difference immediately. Okay? I mean, look at this. It looks the HDR. Look at the way the peak brightness is shining on these tropical plants. The rainforest, jungle rainforest plants. Okay, uh, it looks as if it was filmed yesterday. It looks as if it was filmed yesterday. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, just look at that, dude. Look at Arnold here, and look at his green uniform, grayish green uniform. It reflects the green because of the sunlight. Because remember, they're in central Mexico. There's a lot of sunlight here. Okay, and look at it, man. It looks as if it was filmed yesterday. It really looks as if it was filmed yesterday. I know because I've seen this movie like gazillions of times, so I know how it looks. Can't wait to see the aliens and how the aliens gonna look. And this is a perfect scene. This scene right here, it's perfect to really showcase. Look at this. Look at Arnold here. Look at Pancho. Is that a Pancho? I don't know. That's Bill. No, it's Billy. Look at Billy. Look at Dutch. Billy and Dutch. And look at the rainforest in the background. I think this is Pancho. I don't think that's Billy. It's not Billy. Billy's the other guy. This is Pancho. Pancho, and this is Dutch. So I mean, just look at it. You know. Well, I don't know. I mean, is there anything else I can say? Look, I cannot play the entire movie for you, obviously here. Look, you have to buy this, man. If you don't buy the Predator 4 movie collection, then dude, At least buy standalone 4K HDR edition of this movie. Look, this the 4K HDR. Which one's better? Is the Apple version better than a 4K UHD? Well, that's something I'm gonna test. That's something that I'm gonna do in the future. But it's gonna be hard to beat physical media. Physical. I mean, the first thing that hit me once I put the disc inside was just how sharp the bitrate is and how constant. Streaming will never achieve what the physical media can do. There's just that instant bitrate, sharp detail. It's just nothing can change physical media. Dude, nothing can change physical media. I don't care how many terabytes and gigabytes you put in there of internet speed. Nothing can change what you're getting instantly from the physical media disc. So there you have it, 21 minutes. You want me to show you one more still? I guess I can show you one more still. All right, I really wanted this video to be first part entertaining and second part informative. I wanted to bring comedy and information and my opinions on the movie. So that's what I try to do on my channel, man. I try to bring a little bit of comedy and some informative information for you and let you know my opinions on the movie. So, but apparently some people don't like that. Some people don't like that. Okay? Apparently. But hey, I'm not here to please everyone. I'm just here to do my own thing. All right, well, I think this scene right here will speak for itself. Some scenes they look brighter than the others because they use wider lenses. They use different type of lenses on different types of scenes in this movie. But overall, the movie is just like it's the best version of the Predator. And if you have OLED, oh my God, man! Listen, my camera is not doing a jack shit. You gotta listen. It's hard for me to describe what I'm seeing unless you actually see it in person. You know, your movies will just look better on the OLED, man. They'll just look better. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll try to do a Predator 2, and I'll try to do the Predators and the Predator. I'll try to do a review on those movies as well. So stick around. Stick around. And I'll see you guys. There might be a live stream later on. I might try to get into Days Gone. I really want to finish Days Gone. I really want to get into that. So stick around for that. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you soon. I'll see you soon. Possibly on a live stream. Possibly on a live stream. Thank you for watching.